Hello guys, in this particular session we will look into the market structure from the perspective of monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. So what is monopolistic competition? So if I have to draw the spectrum of market ranging from, this is perfect competition and it is a monopoly, then it is here. It is monopolistic competition. If you're wondering why I have put it closer to perfect competition, because it has a lot of properties which are quite similar to perfect competition and it is quite far away from monopoly. So now let us look at the features of such market. So the first feature of such market, there are a lot of features. The first feature is easy entry and exit. Entry barriers are very low. Second is you have a product differentiation. You have product differentiation and there are large number of firms in the market. So virtually they do not have the kind of monopoly power which the monopoly has. So these are the three broad assumptions that we need to look into studying the monopolistic competition. Now we will try to draw a diagram. So the diagram goes like this. Forgive me for my not a straight line. Let me try writing by this. I think I will get this time a straight line. Yeah, I got this. Now let us take this is equilibrium. So this is our output. These are our prices. In this monopolistic competition, the demand curve is like this. This is what we call as average revenue or prices. They both are same thing. And then we have to take the marginal revenue. So this is our marginal revenue. Why I have plot marginal revenue below this average revenue? Because the slope of marginal revenue is two times the slope of average revenue curve. We can show it graphically, or we can show it even I have showed it graphically. We can even prove it mathematically. Just look at just you can solve it with the mathematics. So what is average revenue? Average revenue is equal to total revenue by Q. What is marginal revenue? Marginal revenue is equal to dTR by dQ. Whenever you get a total revenue function, just on one side just divide by Q, and secondly take a differentiation. You will find the slope in case of marginal revenue is 2 times. Slope is 2 times the slope here. Suppose the slope here is 1, slope here will be 2 times. You can very well get it. Okay, now we will look into the average cost of production. So let's say this is a firm which is producing in the economy. Let me draw it for the short run period first. So let's say this is a average cost of the firm operating in the market. This is minimum. So we know that a marginal cost curve shall always pass through minimum of average cost curve. So this is marginal cost curve, and we know that a profit maximizing condition in the monopolistic market is marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So from this we have to see where marginal cost and marginal revenue are intersecting each other. So marginal revenue curve is this, and they are intersecting here at this point. So we can say that at this point this will be the quantity which will be demanded in the market, and correspondingly the price charge will be this much. So this is P star. Now the quantity demanded is Q star and the price charge is P star. Now if we have to calculate the profit, how we can calculate the profit? Profit is equal to price into quantity minus the cost, or we can write price minus average cost into quantity. Here we know the average cost curve is here, so this is the cost, average cost which was incurred in producing this much amount of output. Okay, and this was the average revenue incurred, average revenue received while producing this much amount of output. So the profit, if I may use a different color pen, it would be better for you to visualize. It will be like this. So this is the profit region which is there for the firm. So you can very well write that there is a profit, there exists a profit in short run, or you can call it a profit, or you can call this super normal profit, super normal profit in short run in monopolistic competition. And see, if the barriers to entry are low, so what this profit will incur? This profit will incentivize the other firms to enter into the market. So what will happen? It will cause the entry of the newer firm such that they end up utilizing all the profit in the market, and average cost curve will be tangent to it like this. So here, if I may so plot a marginal cost curve like this, which pass through minimum of average cost curve. So here you can see this is P star, this is a long run, this is long run average cost curve. Now we are looking for the long run side. So this is quantity. Now here you can see average cost curve means cost per unit producing this quantity is again P star, and revenue earned is again P star for this much amount of quantity. So when you calculate profit, P minus AC into Q, here P is equal to AC. You can very well see from the graph. This implies profit will be 0. So we have concluded in the long run, there is no profit. No profit means no super normal profit in monopolistic competition. Since there is no super normal profit in monopolistic competition, it represents that there is no incentive for the new firm to enter in the market, as we can see that both average cost curve and average revenue are meeting at this point. So quantity is same, and the revenue, this is average revenue, this is average cost. Average revenue, average cost are meeting because you have, if you remember, I have written here that price is equal to average revenue here. So you can very well see, if I write here average revenue is equal to average cost, or price equal to average cost. So here naturally profit is equal to 0. So in the long run, the monopolistic competitive market does not have, in the long run, monopolistic competitive market does not have any supernormal profit, and hence there would be no entry by the firms, or you can say the entry and exit will be in proportion such that there is no super nano profit in the long run. So this is our analysis of the monopolistic competition. We can also look at one thing, that the quantities so produced, I am using the red pen to highlight something which is very important. You can see that in the long run this is the minimum of average cost curve. Okay, so this is where this is the minimum of average cost curve. It is where the cost would have been minimum, but the firms are producing to the left of minimum. So this is also called excess capacity. This is called Q optimum. So difference between this Q star and Q optimum, I mean this distance, you can call it excess capacity, because the firm has the capacity to operate to this point, because average cost is falling up to this point, but still firms are choosing not to go up to this point, and it is getting excess capacity. So if I may so write here, Q star, Q optimum as excess capacity, excess capacity in monopolistic competition. So you can always remember it. It may help you somewhere while you will be attempting your examination. Okay. So I think this is all to it.